That's next, but first time countdown's number 2 story tonight's worst persons in the world. The bronze to Brit Hume, conducting what a critic of another broadcaster once called a flatulent, lap-sitting interview with the President's Bush. Asked 41 if he was pleased with the Obama transition. 41 said, totally, and if I didn't, I wouldn't tell you. Hume fawningly replied, this is very like you, and like you as well, referring to Bush 43, to refrain from comment on other political figures, the incoming president, and so on. Except it isn't. Bush 41 ripped other political figures all the time, as was reported by no less an authority than Brit Hume. On September 19, 2005, Hume said George H.W. Bush did not criticize the sitting president, his successor, and his administration. 2 nights later, Mr. Hume had to issue a retraction. That was incorrect, he said. While the first President Bush did so rarely, he did criticize President Clinton and his administration several times, including on his Haiti and Somalia policies. We stand corrected and regret the error, an error which Mr. Hume repeated yesterday. The runner-up tonight, Bill the Clown, defending Sarah Palin's interview last week, particularly her remarks about Caroline Kennedy and social class, the very ones Governor Palin backed away from and claimed were taken out of context. Now, that was very perceptive analysis by Governor Palin. The fact that she does come from a working-class background certainly alienated some snobby media types. The governor is also outraged by her treatment on the internet, especially involving her newborn son, Trig. 2 points here. After the first weekend of initial and unfair online speculation about the governor's youngest child, the topic basically vanished from left-wing websites. It has been kept alive by Governor Palin and the right-wing websites who keep bringing it up. Also, for Billow and the governor and their individual class paranoia, it is notable that neither of their upbringings were any more working class than, say, Vice President-elect Biden or President-elect Obama, and there didn't seem to be any class snobbery towards them by a media which includes guys like me, the first member of my family in about a century to have gotten to go to college. But our winner, Joe Wurzelbacher, in a desperate effort to regain the spotlight, the plumber went to Israel to cover the Gaza war as a reporter for a conservative website, with a microphone and everything. His findings? I don't think journalists should be allowed anywhere near war. I mean, you guys report where our troops are at. You report what's happening day to day. You make a big deal out of it. I think it's asinine. You know, I liked back in World War I and World War II when you'd go to the theater and you'd see your troops on, you know, the screen, and everyone would be real excited and happy for them. I think media should be abolished from, you know, reporting. I know this is complicated for you, Sparky. But A, the American media has been amazingly responsible about not putting out troop locations in Iraq, in Vietnam, in Korea, except for Geraldo Rivera. B, remember that sitting in the movie theater cheering your troops in World Wars I and II? That was not limited to the good guys. And this helped mislead people like the Germans into thinking they were the good guys. And C, I hate to break this to you, but right now you're in the media reporting. So you've just called for your own self-abolition. Well, we can agree on that anyway. Joe, the self-hating war correspondent, Wurzelbacher, today's worst person in the world.